The commercialized holiday season is upon us, and I'm not ready for it. Are you? How do you feel about this time of year? Do you have traditions? It's Monday, December 19th. Where I am, the weather is gloomy and brisk, and there's a sense of quiet and stillness I've created around me. I've stayed home for the last week, and that kind of isolation can attract peace and contemplation, so long as I stay away from overthinking. I've had plenty of time to sit with myself, meditate, and notice how this time of year makes me feel. As I sit here, I realize Hanukkah started several hours ago at nightfall, Christmas is about 6 days away, and Kwanzaa falls on the 26th and is celebrated until January 1st. I had to look those dates up online because I've never had the chance to celebrate Kwanzaa. But I do recall as a very young girl being in Italy, celebrating Natale, which is Christmas, and La Befana, which translates as the witch celebration. Also, while in Spain, they celebrate Las Navidades, which is Christmas, and Los Reyes Magos, which translates to the Three Kings. You might be curious about these traditions. La Befana, for example, is an Italian tradition where on January 6th, an old woman, or witch, riding a broomstick through the air, delivers treats and goodies to the good kids, and coal to the bad ones. And on that same day in Spain and Latin American countries, they celebrate Los Reyes Magos, the magical kings, also known as the three wise men who brought gifts of gold, incense, and myrrh to Jesus. And on that day, people also give gifts to their kids and loved ones. These are traditions that I've known about since I lived in Italy and Spain growing up. There are many holidays, both holy and secular traditions in the world that are passed down to us or that we take on. For some people, it's a creative and fun time of year, and for others, it can be the opposite and create stress and anxiety. Each year can vary depending on our circumstances, and we need to learn to take care of ourselves through it all. As far back as I can remember, for me, the winter holidays always seemed to creep up on me. I've never prepared much for it as an adult, nor put too much pressure on myself to engage in all the holiday spirit. To me, not fretting about this time of year is like second nature. But lately, I've been wondering if I should put some effort into the holidays to simply have a different experience, to maybe develop some fun family traditions to do yearly in lieu of just treating it like another day. I believe that my holiday effortlessness has a lot to do with my upbringing and not having strong, consistent traditions in place. But it wasn't always that way. As a young child, there was one Christmas that stood out to me the most. At the time, my father was stationed in Pensacola, Florida, and I woke up to a Christmas tree and several toys beneath it. I remember getting a doll that looked just like me and a stroller to roll her around in. I also got a bicycle. I couldn't wait to ride the bicycle. And I watched A Christmas Story on repeat, a classic. I loved that film. What I also recall from that time is knowing that all those gifts were not from Santa Claus. I don't know how I figured that out. Maybe a concept that was thrown around in my first grade classroom or on the yellow school bus where everyone talked. Who knows? But I do remember thinking, I know the same secret my parents know about that Santa person. But I never told them I knew. Anyways, long after childhood, my parents seemed to give up on the commercialized holidays and all the gift-giving pressures. It wasn't done purposely, though, nor strategically. My parents weren't making a statement. I just think my parents weren't materialistic. For more reasons than one, but perhaps one good reason was because they couldn't afford to be. Plus, they didn't equate gift giving to love, like I think many households do. And though this could sound sad, I assure you I lacked nothing in terms of materials, and I was given plenty as a child. And as an adult, my point of view on all of this was pretty neutral. Actually, it made me feel free from having to give gifts to the people I loved on any particular holiday date. I didn't feel forced to go to the mall or shopping centers. I've never experienced the Black Friday stampedes or those extraordinary sales they have, but I'm good with that. In my household, there was no big emphasis on receiving gifts and no connection between gift giving and love. I mean, inevitably, I think everyone likes to receive gifts because it makes them feel good, but what does love have to do with it? Well, I'm sure there's a few people that are going to disagree with me, especially the people who have read the 5 Love Languages book and figured out that gifts are their love language. Nevertheless, I'm not trying to make a point with all of this. I'm just sharing my perspective and my personal experience. And at the moment, I am wondering if picking up a commercialized holiday custom would be exciting for me, something new and fun for the people around me and for myself. So I keep an open mind. I do love giving gifts, and historically I've enjoyed giving gifts, but at my own time. I think that celebrations can be fun and something to look forward to each year. Maybe we can allow ourselves to not put so much pressure on the holidays and adjust yearly depending on our circumstances. The people that love us will understand. Whether you celebrate the holidays, show up to parties or not, buy gifts or not, I personally think it's all about how it makes you feel and the relationship that you have to this time of year. Each year can be done differently. We can make and break traditions. We can participate in events or not. And in both choices, we can feel good about it. We can feel grateful. These holiday events can be customizable and ever-changing. They don't have to be compared to any other person's or family's experiences. There's no right or wrong way to do things. There's creativity, freedom, and choice. And it's up to you. This time of year does not have to overwhelm us or define us. Comparing our experiences to others is useless and senseless. We are not missing out on anything. You are not missing out. And we are here creating our experiences by including old traditions, building new ones, or not having to do anything in particular at all. And that's freedom. In the end, what matters is the presence of joy, of inner peace, and love. We can develop confidence within ourselves by getting to know what truly makes us happy and doing that, not ever having to copy anyone else, letting life and experiences teach us and guide us. Friendship, connection, love, and kindness will always be the greatest of gifts. I wish you such a beautiful holiday season with so much peace and creativity. I hope that this has helped you in some positive way. I send you a big kiss. Until next time.